Good morning everyone. We'll start now physical science, okay, of class 8. Yeah, welcome back children. If you open this book, all of you be ready with your science textbooks, okay. Just if you open your textbooks, we have seen some of the topics in your first lesson, that is force, okay. What we have learnt in the last lesson about forces, push by the action of push or pull, okay. We have learned the types of forces also. Total how many types of forces are there contact force, field force, magnetic force, like this we are having so many forces. Electrostatic force, gravitational force, yes or no? Yeah, what is meant by electrostatic force? Tell me. The force exerted by a charged body on another charged body is known as, is nothing but electrostatic force. What is gravitational force? Tell me, what is gravitational force? Gravitational force is nothing but if any object is thrown upwards, okay. If any object thrown upwards, there exists some force, okay, which pulls it down. It can again comes back, yes or no, towards the earth or sky. Yeah, towards the earth it will come back. That is nothing but that falls down due to a force, that is nothing but a gravitational force. Clear? Yeah. Next we have seen by activity also, by taking magnetic field. Yeah, now we will see new force, that is contact force, okay. Contact force. In that contact force we have seen muscular force. See children, what is muscular force? First of all, tell me all of you, what is muscular force? Muscular force is nothing but, we'll see, in all the action, if you are doing any action like washing, brushing, bathing, eating, for any action, if you are doing any action, for that action it exerts some force, okay. It exerts some force. That force is nothing but, that force is acting due to a muscular action, okay. Our body, the force which we exerted by using our body. See here, the force which we exerted by using our body muscles, by if any action is done by using our body muscles is known as muscular force, yes or no? Yeah, these definitions are very very important you should read, okay. Next, even when we smile also, we exerted some force. That force is nothing but by the contact of muscles, okay. By the contact of muscles, the force exerted on your body. And if you want to smile, the muscular action will be done. By that muscular action, your faces will be changing according to your situation, yes or no? That is nothing but a muscular force, okay. We'll see here, you have to do this activity just what is this means. Preparing a list of examples for a muscular force. You should prepare some of the list which we done by the muscular force, okay. Yeah, here the table is given, list of activities which we exert force, like you have to write any 5 forces, okay. This is your activity. After completion of completing of this activity, just make a pic and send it over WhatsApp group, okay. Next, usually we are unaware of the muscular forces that are responsible for the various actions taking place inside our body, like blood circulation, expansion and contraction of lungs during breathing, heartbeat, etc. Okay, these are the some of the examples he is given that for a muscular force, okay. You should write some more examples on that on that table, okay. This is your homework. And okay, next see the activity 6 observing the changes in any muscle while working, okay. Here some he's taken an example. By that example we'll clear what is muscular force, okay. See here, take a dumbbell and lift it in different ways, okay. What you have to do just take a dumbbell. I do this activity in your home, okay. Just take a dumbbell and lift that dumbbell in different ways, okay. Observe while doing this exercise which muscle is going to be shortened. You should observe while what lifting your that dumbbell, which muscle is going to be shortened, in the sense which muscle is acting by doing that exercise, okay. You should observe that one. Ask your friends to do the same and observe the movement of their muscles. Okay, just ask your parents or ask your friends, and they should also observe. You should ask that which muscle is exerted a force. You should ask like that. Okay. See, the term muscle refers to the multiple bundles of muscle cells held together. Yes or no? Multiple bundles of muscles together to get a muscular force. Muscles are normally arranged in such a way that as one group of muscles contract or shortens, another group relaxes or expands. Okay. Muscles, what happen normally it is a arrangement in a shorten and contracts. Means contract in the sense it is expanding, shortens in the sense it can comes together. Okay. Another group of relax in they are doing such activity. What the other muscles can do, they can take a relax. Okay. Like that, they are performing one by one action. Okay. For example, if you throw a ball, the muscles in the chest and front side the shoulder lengthen to pull the arm. Yes or no? Arm forward. What happened if you throw any ball upwards? What happened? The front part of your chest and front side of your shoulder lengthen to pull the arm to forward. Yes or no? Yeah. Your arm should get upwards. Okay. But if you want to pull a ball, while the muscles in the back and rear of the shoulder undergo contraction to slow down the motion. Is it clear, ma? Yeah, the front, if you want to pull a ball, the front and the arm for going forward, and in the rear what happened in the rear, back in the rear position, the shoulder undergo a calm position. Okay, it is a slow down in the due to the motion. Okay, that is how we want to tell. Next, force of friction. Okay, this is nothing but another type of force. We'll see that what is that. Okay, when you roll a ball on level ground, it invariably stops after some time. Okay, if you roll a ball in your ground, what happened? It will go it will go like that, and somewhere it will be stopped. Okay, why does the ball stop? Tell me. Is there any hidden force which brings it to stop? Exactly. Why does the ball stop, ma? Tell me. A ball has a friction. Okay, that is nothing but due to friction, a ball is going to somewhere, and at some place the ball is going to stop. Okay, if you stop pedaling your bicycle on a level road, you observe that its speed decreases gradually. Yes or no? Yeah, if you stop pedaling, what happened? The bicycle will be slow down, very calm. Okay, and speed will be decreases gradually if you want to stop the pedaling. Why does the speed of the bicycle decreases gradually? Just think, all of you. Yeah, is there any force acting on it which tends to reduce its speeds? Exactly, friction. The force of friction will be acting on that between the road and the surface of your bicycle tire. Okay, if you when you want to stop the pedaling, just stop pedaling, and the speed will automatically decreases due to the frictional force. Okay, does the change in speed of the ball and bicycle depend on roughness and smoothness of the surface on which they move? Let us find out. Okay, we'll see here, activity 7, observing the motion of a ball on different surfaces. Okay, try to roll a ball on different surfaces like carpet, rough roads, smooth floor, etc. These are the different surfaces he want to try whether the motion of a ball is on different surfaces is correct or wrong. Okay, see that surfaces are plane, exerted force is same. On which surface does the ball roll farther? Tell me, think. See here, the motion of the ball is different in each case. Yes or no? On rough surface, the motion will be motion of the ball is different. While coming to the smooth, the motion of ball will be different. Okay. In case of smooth floor, what happened? The ball moves smoothly. In case of rough, the ball moves hardly. Okay. Why? We'll see. the force of resistance to the motion seems to be more on the rough surface. Yes or no? The force of resistance means the force is exerted on the rough surface is very hard. Yeah. Next, then on the smooth surface, in the smooth surface it can goes very smoothly. Okay, the rolling ball moves farther on the smooth marble floor than on a rough sandy surfaces. Yes, I said already, on a smooth floor a ball moves very slow, very smooth, well compared to the rough surface. In the rough surface you should exert a force. Okay, a hard force, you should exert a hard force when you want to you want to change the motion of that ball. Okay, that is how you have to done in your activity 7. Next, if you see activity 8, this is another example to clear that what is force, what is the frictional force exerted on a body. Okay, observing the motion of objects on an inclined plane, what you have to do, just do this activity in your home also, ma, so that you can very clear about frictional topic. Okay, take a tray, place a small ice cube. Just what you have to do, just take a tray, in that tray you have to put a small ice cube, eraser and a rupee coin on a line at one end of the tray. Okay, at one end of the tray, here at one end of the tray, what you have to do, just take a ice cube, a 1 rupee coin and eraser. You should keep these 3 objects in your tray. Okay, now slowly lift this end of the tray as shown in the figure. Now what you have to do, just lift this end of the tray. Okay, as shown in this figure. What will happen, we'll see now. Okay, what do you observe? Tell me what you observe by this. Which one of these 3 objects slides down first? Why? Tell me, ma. Which one is go down very fast? If you see here, this is your ice cube, this is your 1 rupee coin, and this is your eraser. Ice cube will will go down fast after coin, after eraser. Why? The surface of the ice cube and the tray is very smooth. That's why this is going very fast. Okay, when compared to when coming to the coin, what happened? It will gradually decreases, gradually increases, means it is going very slowly. Okay, and the eraser is a rough surface when compared to the, by comparison of between the surface of eraser and the tray. Okay, it has rough surface, that's why the eraser doesn't move. Okay, do all the objects experience the same resistance to motion? If not, why? They did not experience the same resistance. Okay, why? Because the surface of these 3 objects are different. Okay, when compared to the tray. Next, which one of the objects experiences more resistance to motion? Why? Eraser. Why? Because they can't go, they can't move, they have a more resistance to motion. Why is there a change in resistance experienced by the objects through all the sides down on the plane? Just you should observe. Okay, next, do this activity with the different objects like a ball, like a book, a ball, pen, stone, etc., and record your observations. Okay, just if you want to do these activities in your home, after doing, just you note down the what records, means just you note down all the observations in your book, so that you will be very clear about this topic. Okay, see here, actual friction. What is friction? Friction is the resistance to the movement of a body over the surface of another body. Okay, what is friction, ma? It is a movement of body, resistance to the movement of body over the surface of another body. Okay, next, did you ever experience slipping on floor? Why? What conditions caused you to slip? Do you experience slipping while you are walking on wet mud? Why do most road accidents happen during rainy days? Why? Because in the rainy days the surface of the tire and your surface of the tire and your road is very smooth, that's why they are able to slip down. Okay, the direction of friction is always opposite to the direction of motion relative to the surface. Okay, the opposite means the direction of friction, the frictional direction is always should be in the opposite to the direction of motion which they want to move. Okay, let's imagine a work without friction. Now we'll see without friction what will happen. Okay, can we walk on a road without friction? No, we can't walk. Why? Because if they don't have friction, automatically we will slip. Okay, frictional force is acting on surface of our what means surface of our feet and the surface of the road. That's why we are able to walk, otherwise we are fall down, we can slip. Okay, would it be possible we write with a pen on a paper or a piece of chalk on the blackboard? You will learn more about friction in the next chapter. Okay, these are the some of the examples you have given in your textbook, and we will learn about this chapter, about this topic in your next chapter. Clear? Next, see here some question is there. Think and discuss. A book placed on a table is at rest. Is the force of friction acting it on it or not? Explain. Okay, what happened? A book is placed on a table. When the book is at rest position, there is no frictional force acts on it. Yes or no? It is in a rest position. That's why there is no frictional force acting on a body, because frictional force comes to play when we try to move it. Yes or no? The frictional force come to play in the sense the object should be moved. But a normal force acting on book acts in upward direction by the table. Normal force, what happened? It is acting on a upward direction. That's why it is we cannot means frictional force does not act on a body. Okay, just now what you have to do means just write down these questions. First learn this lesson up to here. Okay, after completion of reading, keep one separate notes for this subject, physical science. Okay, in that physical science already you have given all the workbooks, right? By that workbooks, what you have to do, think and discuss. Wherever the questions you are having like think and discuss, just write down here. See here one question is there like this, think and discuss. Okay, just you have to write down these question and answers in your classwork. Okay, yes or no? Good. And you have to write keywords also. Okay, you have to write the keywords also up to where we have completed. Okay, up to here you have to write keywords. Up to the topic of friction, just you have to write the keywords first. Start with keywords. First you have to write the index paper. After completion of index paper, keep a heading as first lesson, that is force. Write down date and start with keywords. Up to here how many keywords are completed, just write down that many keywords like force, pull, push, muscular force, gravitational force, elastic force, field force, contact force, gravity. Like this you have to write down all the keywords and meanings also. If you are having any doubts, just go through once your workbook. Okay, and after completion of these keywords, just think and discuss. Write down these think and discuss questions. Okay, total how many questions are there for you here up to here? I think hardly 2 or 3, that's it. Okay, I think 1 2 yeah 3 questions are there. 3 questions are there. Just write down these 3 questions and you should learn these 3 questions also. Okay, if you are having any doubt regarding this, just call me, I will tell you. Okay, we'll meet in next class, ma'am. Bye, thank you.